Welcome to the iconic Winter Gardens in Blackpool for the Bet Victor World Matchplay. We have just seen an absolute classic, not just here in darts itself. Michael Smith raced into a 7-1 lead. Dave Chisnall responded by winning the 10 of the next 11 legs. An absolute thriller.
What do you think happened at 7-1 down?
Oh, I don't know. The main thing was get 7-3 in the next break, and that's what I did. And then I just went from there then, and I just thought, if he can win 6-7 at one, so can I.
Have you ever had a comeback like that before,
Yeah.
Dave?
I've been 9-1 down at 110-9.
Yeah. Okay. When was that? Who was that against?
I was against Robert Fortin in the Unibet. I can't remember what it was now. Masters. Unibet Masters.
This is because you start slow, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll start slow. I don't know what it is. But I've only got the grit there to get back in it, and that's what I did tonight.
Because you were still playing well, even when you were 7-1 down. Your average was still very high, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just the doubles. I let him in, he let me in, and I let him back in. The doubles were nowhere near. They got good inch away.
And then you took out those big finishes, and they must give you a lot of confidence to take it.
Yeah, it does. Once you hit a double, you can't miss. It's like, I didn't start well, but it's 4-1 down. It could have been 3-2 going into the break, but I wasn't.
And then you got Lewis and Dezuan next, both quick players. That's going to suit you, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, it's like Mike Smith today. He's quick. Whoever they get, let them two back out tonight, and I'll look forward to playing them too. One of them too.
Well, as Dave said there, he doesn't mind trailing. He's done it before, and he did it again. All credit to him. That was a fabulous performance, and he moves into the quarterfinals. We've just seen an absolute mauling by Joe Cullen against Darryl Gurney. Ran out an 11-3 winner. Darryl Gurney averaged just 87. Joe Cullen, just under the 100 mark, takes his place in his first quarterfinal here at the World Matchplay and looks a dangerous proposition for whoever he meets.
Like I say, I think it's pretty well documented on Twitter and things like that. Every time I have a big average, somebody always drags up a rubbish average that I've had. It's just one of them things. But yeah, the confidence is there. It's, I've sort of taken advantage of other people's mistakes, or maybe that's me being a bit too negative on myself. But like I say, just two wins at the match play. It's a good thing for me.
I mean, you seem to be in your groove up there. You seem to be throwing them sort of like quite effortlessly. Is that how it felt? You felt you looked as if you didn't think you could miss for spells there. Yeah,
well, I think most sort of the big players, if you like, they'll sort of come off a game where they've played, amazing. They won't be able to tell you sort of 2-3 legs that's put together. I think that's one of the things. If you're sort of in the groove and sort of focused that much, then you don't really know what you're doing. I think it's when you actually think about the game that you might come a little bit unstuck. I think that's why Chizzy's been so successful, because obviously he's not got the most brain cells in the box, has he?
Interesting comments there from Joe Cullen with reference to Dave Chisnall. Well, what a night this Winter Gardens crowd is having here. We've just been treated to another thriller, a 20-leg thriller. Michael Van Gerwen's conqueror, Jeffrey Dezuan, has just put out Adrian Lewis 11-9 in what was the contest of the tournament so far. Let's have a word with Jeffrey Dezuan and see what he had to say on the back of that.
Oh, the confidence really sky high. The dream is still going on.
I mean, what was the aim when you came here? I mean, did you really think sort of like you could go all the way?
Well, there was no aiming. That I qualified was already a dream that came true, and there was no aim, and I think that's really important for me. There's no aim. I can do what I want, and I can still believe that I maybe can win one.
So what you're saying is there was no pressure, no expectation on you?
No pressure, no expectation. I don't want to get pressure on myself, and just want to play like that.
Absolutely. I mean, what an amazing game, because at the first session 4-1, and then Adrian came back. What were you thinking when Adrian came back?
I was thinking, stop now. No. But Adrian played really well at the end. I thought he's getting from 70 average to 103. So Adrian's getting really back. And at 10-9, I was thinking, come on, one leg. Come on, keep pushing for one leg. And then 94. Amazing.
And obviously a very, very thrilled Jeffrey Dezuan, and rightly so. He's put out the number 1 seed and the number 16 seed as he moves into the quarterfinals. A huge, huge threat at this event. Round 2, Gary Anderson completing yet another comeback. He was 5-1 down and against an inspired Raymond van Barneveld, who was averaging 112. Gary found a way, went through the gears, finished off with 104.4 average. There was 11 180s in the contest, and he ran out an 11-9 winner. And a very happy Gary Anderson had this to say when he spoke to Tungsten Tales.
Years ago, I would have packed in, I gave up the ghost, being 4-1 down, 6-4 down. I'd have kind of, the shoulders were dropped, but nowadays I just stick in. It doesn't matter if they're 9-1 up on me, I'm still going to win 11. That's the kind of attitude I've got now. If it happens, it happens. If I play my game, I can beat anyone just like the rest of the boys, So if I get into my rhythm and I start scoring, I start getting comfy up on the stage, then, I'm really happy with the way the game goes, and it's there's not a lot of people that can beat me when I do that.
I was going to say, your rhythm, it seemed that there was, towards the end of the game, you were unhappy with 140s. You were hitting 140s, I thought, Gary doesn't think he can miss.
No, 140s, I was getting to the stage, it shouldn't be 140, it should be 180s, 170 twice on the bull, I missed one. I've been hitting them all night, the night on the practice boards, and I missed it, and then Barney took out a good check out to go 6-4 up. Which was a kind of, right, that's it, no more mucking about. So I did, Barney started dropping low, he was starting off the legs and that way 60s, 59s, 58s, and I was kicking him on 40s, so put the pressure on him right away.
Yeah, he's not bad for an old fellow who's meant to be a little bit past it. Tremendous match. The action continues tomorrow night with more second round action. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like our videos.